So why does the Federal Reserve actually matter more than other central banks in the world? The answer is the US dollar. The US dollar is the world's main currency. That means that countries trade in USD, oil is priced in USD. So even countries outside the US actually depend on the US dollar. Let's take, for example, a company in Brazil importing goods. It probably will have to pay its suppliers in US dollars. So if the US dollar is actually stronger, that means their costs also increases. So here's exactly how the Fed actually controls the global economy or the global money. The Fed controls the interest rates, and the interest rates actually influence the dollars. So when Fed increases interest rates, investors actually move their money to the US. Demand for the dollar is stronger, and ultimately the dollar is generally just stronger. So if the US rates are higher than Europe, investors actually prefer to invest in US assets. So money flows into the US, it strengthens the dollar and affects the rest of the economy or the world. So what this means is that when the Feds actually increase interest rates, borrowing becomes more costly globally. Other regions and countries might also need to increase their interest rates, and economic growth will just globally slow down. A country with debt in US dollars will now have to pay more when the dollar strengthens, and this could make governments struggle, economies will slow down, and businesses just face a higher cost in general. So even major economies like the UK with the Bank of England and Europe with the European Central Bank might have to increase interest rates when the Fed increases rates. Because if they don't, their currency could weaken, inflation could actually rise, and capital could flow out of the economy. So they usually follow in the Fed's direction. So here's the key takeaway. The Fed doesn't just actually control US money, it actually influences the global decisions. Because markets react instantly, other countries pay attention, and also investors are watching every Fed meeting. So next time that you hear that the Fed is raising rates, you should understand that it's not just a US story, it's actually a global one. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up and also follow at Toyosi's Finance. Goodbye.